Hello guys, top 5 best gaming keyboards are offered in a wide variety, each with unique features, benefits, and prices. I did a massive amount of research, reviewed a ton of reviews, and put up a list of the top 5 best gaming keyboards from trustworthy brands to assist you in making a decision. After extensive investigation, I discovered these goods to benefit people like you. If you're curious to learn more about the price and other information, be sure to read my description. Without further ado, let's watch the video. Number 1. Corsair K70 RGB MK.2. The Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 is the best gaming keyboard available in the market 2022. The keyboard comes with quite a price tag, but also has a lot of features to offer. The RGB illumination creates an atmospheric gaming experience and makes late-night working easier. Various lighting effects are available, and the illumination can be adjusted for each key individually. The Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 is equipped well for gaming, and key rollover makes sure that all inputs are recognized correctly. The Windows key lock enables gaming without disturbance, and macros can be put on any arbitrary key. For maximal convenience, there are dedicated media keys, including a volume scroller and an USB pass-through, to connect another device directly via the keyboard. The packages of the Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 includes a detachable wrist rest and a set of extra textured keycaps for the typical gaming keys. Besides the new design and updated media keys and placements, the bigger selection of possible switches is one of the most important improvements of the Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 to its predecessor. You now have the choice between Cherry MX Red, MX Brown, MX Blue, MX Speed and MX Silent Red. If you enjoy unusual design, you can take a look at the Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 SE. This is a special edition of the keyboard with silver anodized aluminum frame and white keycaps. The rest of its features are identical to the ones of the normal K70 RGB MK.2. Number 2. Corsair K95 RGB Platinum XT. The Corsair K95 RGB Platinum XT is a super popular keyboard used for the purpose of gaming. The Corsair K95 Platinum RGB XT is the flagship keyboard from Corsair. Corsair really packed as many features as they could in this keyboard. The K95 Platinum RGB XT comes with Cherry MX switches, which are sure to last a super long time without breaking. The RGB does not fail to impress. In conjunction with the Corsair software, you can really customize and tweak the RGB to your setup and preferences, while dedicated multimedia controls and a nice metal volume wheel are located above the numeric keypad. Lighting controls and Windows key lock are in the upper right corner. Furthermore, 6 dedicated macro buttons, which can now be used with the popular Elgato Stream Deck software, are on the left. Textured large WSD. You also get USB pass-through, so you can connect an additional USB device directly into the keyboard. The build quality of the keyboard itself is the best, to be honest. The case is made from plastic and has a brushed aluminum metal top plate. As far as ergonomics go, the build is actually quite nice. There are a few different types of keycaps included, and they are all made from PBT plastic. The main set is all black and double shot, so the RGB lighting can illuminate the keycaps. The rest of the keycaps have a textured rubber top to them. This improves the grip and texture on a few select keys. You also have the option to replace a few with different colors, such as blue or gray. The Corsair K95 Platinum RGB XT has a lot of great items packed into it that make the keyboard an excellent pick for many. Number 3. Razer Huntsman V2 Analog. The Razer Huntsman V2 Analog is one of the best gaming keyboards ever made by Razer. It is a high-end device that looks great and works flawlessly. The optical switches on it are fast and configurable, and their performance is hard to beat. Also, the adjustable actuation points are useful to competitive gamers, and also to users who want to be able to configure every little aspect. This keyboard also features one of the best wrist pads I've ever used. The Razer Huntsman V2 Analog is an optical gaming keyboard, meaning that it uses optical switches for its keys. They are all RGB also, so you can light them up in any color you prefer. The optical switches are linear, and, unlike other types of switches, you can configure where they actuate. As we were going to find out when using this keyboard, optical switches are an excellent choice for both typists and gamers. They allow for fast typing, and, although not extremely noisy, the Razer Huntsman V2 Analog is a full-sized keyboard, and, besides the standard keys, it also offers a multifunctional digital dial for adjusting the volume or muting audio, and 3 additional media keys. There is also a rather comfortable removable wrist rest made of plush synthetic leather. On the top right side of the keyboard, there are a couple of multimedia controls and a digital dial. The latter is actually a fairly large volume wheel that you can also press to mute audio. The other 3 buttons act as multimedia controls for play, pause, rewind, and forward. There is also a rather comfortable removable wrist rest made of plush synthetic leather. Number 4. SteelSeries Apex 5. The SteelSeries Apex 5 has it all. Hybrid blue mechanical gaming switches, aircraft-grade aluminum frame, OLED smart display, magnetic wrist pad and a minimalistic design. The Apex 5 looks beautiful, simple and well-built, which is also due to the choice of materials. The top of the keyboard is completely covered by a single piece of aluminum, which gives it an elegant look. The rest of the frame and the underside are made of plastic, which is almost invisible from the user's point of view. The keycaps are also made of plastic with a rubberized matte finish. The keys are placed rather high, which means you don't have to bend your wrist too much during use. They also have a slight dip on the surface, so that the fingers are always centered on the keys and feel very comfortable when typing. SteelSeries includes a magnetic wrist pad, which attaches very firmly to the keyboard. It is easy to attach and detach, but it even holds when the keyboard is moved. At the bottom, the cables are nice routed to avoid stretching, pulling, and getting in the way. You can choose from one of 3 possible places for the cable to exit. In addition, there are 2 flipped stands that can be folded out. The keyboard is equipped with an OLED with a resolution of 40x128 pixel OLED display on the upper right side. Next to the OLED display are the multifunctional volume wheel and a button for multimedia controls. The volume wheel can also be pressed to immediately mute the audio output. The media button has several functions. 1 click starts or stops media playback, a double click jumps to the next title and more. The keys on the SteelSeries Apex 5 are all equipped with their own individual LEDs. There are a few default lighting profiles which can be controlled by the media button. You also have the complete freedom in creating custom lighting profiles via the SteelSeries engine software. The LED lights for each key that can be individually controlled via the SteelSeries engine software. Gamers who are looking for a mechanical keyboard with all the bells and whistles, the Apex 5 is a great fit. Number 5. Razer Cynosa V2. The Razer Cynosa V2 is a full-sized keyboard at 463x167x30mm in size and weighs about 850 grams. The frame has a grainy texture and comes with a matte black finish on both the chassis and the keycaps. The Razer Cynosa V2 is a full-sized keyboard at 463x167x30mm in size and weighs about 850 grams. The frame has a grainy texture and comes with a matte black finish on both the chassis and the keycaps. The frame is made of top-quality ABS plastic and is slightly inclined upwards even without the adjustable stands. The key mechanism is hidden under the box-like chassis, while the keycaps protrude slightly. On the upper right-hand side of the keyboard are the dedicated multimedia keys to control pause, play, skip and adjust brightness to volume. On the bottom center of the frame is the Razer logo in black with a reflective and discreet finish. At the base, the Razer Cynosa V2 has 4 non-slip rubber surfaces to prevent the keyboard from slipping on flat surfaces, along with 2 height-adjustable stands for a more inclined position. There is also a 3-way routing option here for better cable management. The Razer Cynosa V2 boasts a frequency response of 1000 Hz and N-key rollover, which means the keyboard is extremely responsive with minimal delay and captures all keystrokes, no matter how many are pressed simultaneously. In addition, it has anti-splash protection, programmable keys and macro functions using the Razer Synapse 3 software. The keyboard features individual RGB backlighting, allowing you to customize each key lighting using Razer Synapse or Razer Chroma software. The lighting is bright and clear, and the intensity can be adjusted by holding the FN key and pressing F9 or F10 keys. The keyboard also includes all the benefits of the Razer Chroma ecosystem, including the ability to create your own lighting effects, integrations with a wide collection of games, and syncing with other Razer peripherals. The Cynosa V2 is an affordable entry-level gaming keyboard with excellent build quality. It really is the best RGB gaming keyboard. That's all from my end. I make helpful videos daily, so do subscribe to my channel. If you need more information or if you want to know the product price, check out my description. For any kind of problem, please comment below. Stay updated with our cool products as it will make your life much easier.